Alright, so tomorrow night is Islam Makhachev versus Ian the Cut Garry. Last night was the press conference and it was entertaining to say the least. Islam Makhachev and Ian Garry were at the press conference for UFC 330 and Ian Garry made an absolute fool of himself. Islam Makhachev was trying to answer questions. Ian Garry was trying to butt in and just glaze. He was glazing Makhachev and Makhachev told him to shut up because he was glazing too much. And the crowd was booing Ian Garry. Everyone hates Ian Garry. Everyone hates Ian Garry. And it's really weird because this fight is like, you have one side, you have Islam Makhachev, who's actually like quite a cool guy, right? However, his fans are some of the most annoying fans in the whole MMA like community, right? So you have them. You have annoying fans versus the annoying fighter Ian Garry, who cannot seem to be able to make himself any like just likable at all. He just somehow always makes you want to hate him. He just does. Every time you give Ian Garry the benefit of the doubt, you want to hate him because he just does some brand new thing that makes himself look like a clown. But anyway, so we're going to talk about the press conference. I'm going to show the clips and we're going to get into it. But before we do, please like and subscribe. It really helps out. And yeah, so as I said, last night was a press conference. This was one of the questions, right? This kind of went a bit viral, has 2.2 million views. And basically, Islam Makhachev was asked a question about his legacy and what Abdulmanap, Khabib's dad, who was Islam's mentor, kind of mentor slash coach, what would he have thought of Islam's legacy if he was still alive? Because obviously Islam is he has 16 wins. If he wins against Garry on Saturday, he will be the holder of the longest UFC win streak in history, right? So, like, what would Abdulmanap Nurmagomedov have thought of him? And this was what his response was.
Let's talk about the GOAT, about the all numbers after my career, because
he'd be proud of him.
I'm still
Look at what he's done.
Still winning,
He'd be
my all opponents.
Very champ. Can I
and it's just next target. We will make my job, and after that 20 win streak, let's see what Dana say also.
Can I answer that though? He'd be proud of him. Look at what he's done in the sport. He's carried the flag for his country.
Bro,
he won 2 world titles.
Lose your fans.
It's impossible for any man not to be proud of what this man has done.
Shut up.
He's the best fighter on the planet.
So Islam's so right. It's like he said Ian Garry just lose all of his fans. So as you heard there, it's like Islam Makhachev trying to answer this like question like as sincere as he could, because obviously he respects Khabib's dad and stuff like that. But he's saying like he doesn't want to think about it because he is focused on Ian Garry. He doesn't want to think like of that because he actually wants to get the job done. He doesn't want to be too confident, you know. And Ian Garry decides to start doing tricks on it. He starts to like start giggling and slipping it back in. He was doing tricks. He was doing a lot of tricks by being like, champ, I'll answer that one for you, champ. You know, you are the best. You are Islam Makhachev. You are the best. Look at his wins. Look at his wins. Look at his record. And it's like, and Makhachev is sitting there like, he's literally trying to answer. And Makhachev is like, what are you doing? He's like giving Ian Garry the death there. Ian Garry's just like what he was saying. Can I answer this for you?
Next target, we will make my job, and after that 20 win streak, let's see what Dana say also.
Can I answer that though? He'd be proud of him. Look at what
he's like, he'd be proud of him.
He's done in the sport. He's carried the flag for his.
He's like just glazing. He's absolutely just glazing Makhachev for like, I don't even know for what reason. I don't know if this is like for fit, like him just trying to get in Makhachev's head, or he's doing it like genuinely because he thinks he needs to be a good guy and he like, you know what I mean, no trash talk in the UFC. Like everyone should love each other regardless. So I don't know what the reason was, but it's just so funny. It's like, and then Makhachev just tells him to shut up. Makhachev literally says, "Bitch, shut up," because Ian Garry is actively like, who no one does that. No, who says I'll answer that one for you? And it's like, yeah, a Makhachev. Ian Garry becomes less likable. Makhachev becomes more likable. It's like he just told Ian Garry, "Bitch, shut up." That's funny. But anyway, regardless, there was also this other thing. This was beforehand. Ian Garry, I think he was just asked his first question, and as soon as he puts the mic down, or rather, before he picks the mic up, Ian Garry gets booed by the fans. So this is that.
It's Saturday night, that belt's got around my waist, and every single one.
Don't know why that cut out, but yeah. Yeah, so you heard them boo. Everyone's booing. And he's done it to himself. He's actually done it to himself. He's done it to himself with all the stuff. Recently. It's like everyone just is dogpiling on Ian Garry, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. And the crowd weren't having it. Obviously the crowd are made up of, like, you can see here, it's like the crowd are made up of, like, a lot of young people. They're probably on TikTok. They're probably seen all the comments on TikTok and Instagram about Ian Garry. And I mean, some of them probably, like, genuine don't like Ian Garry. Maybe some of them are just kind of like, jumping on the bandwagon. But I mean, some of these kids are like, like really young. But regardless, that is funny. So you have all these kids like booing Ian Garry. Ian Garry's like, you're going to find out Saturday night. You're going to find out. I can't do an Irish accent, but you're going to find out Saturday night, what did he said? Let's go Garry. He said like, it's not playing for some reason, but he was like, when I win on Saturday night, it's going to be, those boos are going to be let's go Garry chants. And it's like, okay, bro. Okay. Even if he wins, that's not happening. I just still feel like, even if Garry wins in spectacular fashion, you cannot support him. You cannot be a fan just because of the way he is. His personality, you literally can't look past it, and that is the core issue of people trying to be a fan of Ian Garry. It's his personality. So yeah, and then the face-off happened, and Ian Garry hype mogged. I can't lie, Ian Garry did hype mog. This was it. So that was pretty much it. Then he just, held the belt after. Don't know why he's so close though. But Ian Garry hype mogged. There was a thing the other day where they had the face off outside, and like they were kind of almost the same height. And I think maybe Ian Garry done that to kind of throw off Makhachev, because Ian Garry was wearing like barefoot shoes. The shoes with like zero sole. It's basically like it simulates as if you're running barefoot. And then Makhachev obviously just has normal shoes, so the height is going to be brought down to a similar level. And maybe he was doing that to throw off Makhachev. And people in the comments on like Instagram and Twitter are being like, who does the heights for these fighters? It's like they're getting them way wrong. These guys are way closer than they're being, or that rather than what is being told to us. But obviously that was just, and then people spotted that Ian Garry's wearing like those barefoot shoes, but you can see it more now. You can see the height differences like a lot. You can see it here. He's a lot taller. But yeah, there was that. So, and then obviously them Makhachev with the belts and Ian Garry standing really close. It's a bit weird, but regardless, there was that. And then also this wasn't at the press conference. This was actually like the media day on Wednesday. Ian Garry, before he got into his slot where he, gets asked a bunch of questions by the UFC media, as soon as he sits down, before he even takes a question, he says, guys, big fight on Saturday. I don't want to hear any stupid questions. I just want strictly professional questions. And this is what he said.
Before we start, I just want to make one thing abundantly clear. I've got the biggest fight of my life this weekend. I'm absolutely, completely fucking focused on the fight. So let's stick to the professional stuff. Yeah? Stick to the fighting. Let's talk about the fighting. Let's talk about Islam. Let's talk about the fight. Nothing else.
He knows. Ian Garry's been lurking in the comment sections of Instagram and Twitter, and he knows the entire MMA community are absolutely clowning on him. They are clowning on him because he is a vegan. He took his wife's last name. His wife's ex-husband is his nutritionist. his child, his own son, is more of a fan of Islam Makhachev than he is of his own dad. Well, the cocking stuff, there's more. I should know there is more. He said he wants women to run the world. He said like the women will make the world a better place if it was run by them. He openly said he cries to Disney movies on a podcast. There's so much stuff. It's genuinely unbelievable how bad Ian Garry has dug a hole. Like, he's dug a massive hole for himself with his antics, right? And he knows that, like, to do with any of those things I just listed, he's going to get asked a question on at least one of them, right? Because that's what the media are going to want, because that's what's going to get the most views when it comes to it. They're going to get a reaction out of Ian Garry, right? They're going to get a quote, they're going to get a statement based on a question surrounding those topics. And obviously Ian Garry knows this, so he comes in, he's probably thinking, shit, one of these guys are I'm getting clowned on the comment section, just everywhere on Twitter. These guys are going to ask me a question. I'm already stressing about the fight. I'm already, just up to my eyes and stress, right? Up to my eyes and whatever. So he's thinking, I'm going to go in there. I need to just say, right, guys, we just strictly need professional questions just to do with the fight. Just ask me fight questions. Don't ask me anything outside of the cage. Otherwise, you're going to make me look like an even worse person, an even more unlikable fighter, and it's going to tarnish my reputation even more than he's already done it to himself. So, which is insane to even think about, because he's done it so badly that how could it get even worse? But it's so funny though. It's just so funny. Ian Garry this is one of the best fight weeks in a while, just because it's Ian Garry. And I barely feel like I've talked about Makhachev because all the attention's just been on Garry, because he's making it worse for himself. It's like he's doing it to himself, and it's like a superpower. It's actually a superpower that he's able to make himself look like this much of a clown, and make people just, people boo him. Makhachev's telling him to shut up. It's actually just insane. So, but yeah, the fight's tomorrow. It's going to be good. Hopefully Islam Makhachev KOs Ian Garry. I don't need a sub. I don't need a TKO. I don't need a decision. I need a straight up knockout. Knock out Makhachev. Makhachev, you need to knock out Ian Garry. Khabib. Islam, call up Khabib right now. Get him to get an express shipment of, the secret juice. Costa's secret juice, so that you can KO Ian Garry and we can finally put a stop to his antics, his devilish, dastardly antics. So that's what needs to happen. But anyway, that's the video. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe. It really helps out. If you have an opinion about anything I said, please leave a comment below. Let me know what you think, and I will see you later. Bye.